All right, guys, I have Marissa from marissaabao.com here, and I'm so excited she could join me. She's a fellow Pinterest virtual assistant. Thank you again for agreeing to do this quick call. So tell me just a little bit about kind of how you stumbled into the world of being a Pinterest virtual assistant, because I feel like it's not a well-known thing.
All right. Thank you for this opportunity, Liz. Um, I started working as a Pinterest VA when I got my first client for my virtual assistant business.
Mm-hmm.
She hired me as her social media virtual assistant and introduced me to Pinterest and Tailwind and how to use it to drive traffic to her website. And then it was overwhelming at first
Yes, there's a lot
because
to it.
yes, she has a lot of Pinterest pins, and she has been working on her Pinterest account for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And but then I realized that it is the biggest source of traffic to her website. Then I got interested and excited about pursuing learning more about Pinterest and Tailwind because it is the two of them are a good combination.
Yeah.
Pinterest is a visual based platform, and
Yeah.
Tailwind, I love Tailwind because of
Yes.
the
So I love that you kind of started out as a general virtual assistant and
yes,
zeroed in on Pinterest based on your experience, which is really cool because you realized what a like necessary service it is, right?
yeah, yes, it's and Tailwind is a very good app. I love their customer support. I've encountered a lot of concerns that I don't know, like especially when I was starting out, and they've been really patient and helpful in helping me to understand things.
Yeah.
And um, it is a software. It has a lot of things going on, features, and they update their app every year. So, you know, we
It's
have
just been
to,
it's like a great tool for PVAs to use. So
yes,
you decided to kind of zero in on Pinterest, and then you ended up taking, I think you also took the Become a Pinterest VA Today course, correct?
yes, I
How
took
did you
it.
find that course, and sort of what did you think of the course itself?
Oh, well, I found about the course when was searching for how to learn more about Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was also another course that started in 2017. It was by Melissa Griffin,
Yep.
but then it was not geared towards virtual assistants.
Yeah, it wasn't geared towards like offering this as a service. Like there's so many courses on Pinterest. I
Yes.
feel like this is the only one I found that really helps you figure out how to do it as a service, like pricing
Mhm.
and administrative stuff and like onboarding. Because I've taken other Pinterest courses too, and they're great, but it doesn't
Yes.
like there's so many. I was like, wait, well, what do I charge? What do I need to ask for the client to make sure I have everything to get going? I felt like this course just helped me figure that out.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I chose how to become Pinterest VA because it is for us, for virtual assistants. And it's basically our voice in the Pinterest VA community. And it's not, I haven't encountered any other online course aside from this one. So it stood out. So I pick this one, and I'm very glad because Kirsten and Gina have been updating the course as well. Like they've added,
We had the promoted pins training this last
yes,
year. Like,
and uh, and I love that they've also years ago, like in 2017, I was not very serious about this course. I just took it like just to familiarize, but I was not very serious about it. And then from from time to time I went there, and it they added so much, like tailwind training, tech training. So it is a really good course. It has a good value, and I think it
So I
will
know,
grow in the future.
oh, totally. So I know
Yes,
you said you kind of like you didn't take the course super seriously at first.
yes.
So once you started taking it seriously and like looking for more clients, whether they were one-off services or monthly ones, how long did it take you to earn back your investment in the course?
But it probably a long time. So let's just say
Just because you were
maybe,
like off and on with it?
yes, I was a virtual assistant. I was offering other services as well, like website management, um, research, and so on.
Mhm.
So when I started focusing on Pinterest, I got more clients within like 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that it has been working out so well, and people are becoming more and more interested about Pinterest and how it will help their business.
Hmm. Yeah, because it is such a huge platform and it's just
Yes,
growing.
yes.
Obviously went public this year. So yeah, so just, quickly kind of what's your favorite part of being a Pinterest virtual assistant and sort of what do you find the toughest part of the job? Because it is a job. It's an awesome job, but it is a job.
The best part is when I use Tailwind because I get to automate everything.
Hmm.
I use Smart Loop interval scheduling feature.
Hmm.
I use board list, and it's just
I don't know
perfect
how
for
people do
me.
Pinterest without Tailwind, to be perfectly honest.
Yes, I don't know how they do it. But
'Cause-
I do pin manually from time to time because especially if it's just a new Pinterest board, you just have to add pins to that new board so that because I think Pinterest doesn't like empty boards.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah, yeah, no. Whenever a new board I start in, but like the flexibility of being able to work whenever I want, like because I can
mhm,
schedule things with Tailwind or like and to travel, like I went on vacation the other
mhm.
week and like totally different time zone. It didn't matter. I was just able to like schedule things ahead. So, like I love the flexibility of it. So what would you say is the toughest part of being a PVA?
The toughest part is not being able to meet the client's expectations, and that that makes me sad
Oh
because
yeah.
as Pinterest VA, I want to do my best. I want to
Hmm.
exceed their expectations
Yeah.
and give them all the suggestions that would be really good to grow their Pinterest account. But then at the end of the day, I can only do my best.
Oh, totally.
And
Yeah.
if the client
It's
is
one of those
not,
things, it's almost like just setting expectations from the start because
yes,
I've had clients, I've told them, I'm like, look, it's a search engine. Like Pinterest isn't social media. It takes
yes,
a bare minimum of 3 months to really start to see some growth. And like, so I had a client
yes,
earlier this year after 2 months, they're like, we're gonna stop because we're not really seeing. I was like, well, I told you it takes a minimum of 3 months, not 3 years, 3 months, you know. But I was like, I totally understand, but I was like, I don't think I failed expectations. I feel like you didn't weren't hearing me when I was setting your expectations. So yeah.
yes, that's really good. And well, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm happy that I always do my best with their accounts.
Oh, yeah.
And, but, if things is not, if things are not going their way, then,
And it's
maybe it's time to,
move on to different.
yes,
But yeah, but it's also understanding that Pinterest is it's hard to compare month over month because there's different amount of users in the summer versus
yes,
around the holidays. And so it's really
yes,
something you have to look at year over year and explaining that to clients can be tough sometimes
yes.
when they don't understand the platform like we do. So just last thing, what would you say to someone thinking of becoming a Pinterest virtual assistant and possibly entertaining the idea of taking the same course we took? What would you tell them?
Be patient, and pursue learning about Pinterest and Tailwind every day. They have a lot of blog posts, especially the Tailwind. They have Facebook Lives from time to time. Just last week, I watched their video by Alyssa Meredith and Jeff Shee. It was about 8 things that you should stop doing on Pinterest, and I learned a lot. It was a very fun Facebook Live, and those 8 things I've been doing that as well. So
Oh,
yes, like using Pinterest board covers, and they said stop doing that. So anyway, if you're interested, if someone is interested in becoming a Pinterest VA, be patient and
start absorbing information. And if you do end up
yes,
taking Gina and Kristen's course, which I think you and I would both recommend because of the unique perspective it offers, they do
yes,
a Facebook group, the Pinterest Post, which is also a great place to learn and ask other PVAs like, hey guys, I'm seeing this. Is it just me? Like, I've definitely gone in with questions when I'm like, wait a second, and they, the whole community and Gina and Kristen are great at answering them.
yes, and sometimes I have a tendency to forget things because of too much information. And one of the things that I would recommend as well is to connect with fellow Pinterest VAs, because they are the ones who would be able to understand you and communicate to you better than other virtual assistants, because we're in a different world of
Yeah, it's because we're dealing with a visual search engine. We're not dealing with social media. We're not dealing
yes,
with email. We're not dealing, so we're talking graphics and search engine stuff and hashtags in Pinterest are totally different than hashtags in Instagram. And
yes.
so, no, that's an awesome piece of advice. Thank you so much again for joining me and just kind of sharing your experience. Is there any final words you want to say?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm glad that you posted it, and I've seen you in the Pinterest post community, and I think that you've been helping other Pinterest Vs as well.
Okay.
So thank you, and
Yes.
looking forward for this collaboration.
Yeah, for sure, guys. You can check out her site in the, I'm gonna have a link below this video, so you can kind of learn more, especially if you need a new Pinterest virtual assistant, because I'm not taking clients right now. So, thank you again, and everyone, hope you enjoyed this video.
Thank you.